Good morning, Imelda. Welcome to the session.
Good
Uh,
morning. Thank you.
just an introduction. My name is Philip, and we are doing case study scenario one, which is about bullying. And the model I'm using is solution focused therapy. All right. So, Imelda, this is our third session today. How are you feeling?
A bit better. A bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what good things have happened to you over the last week
Um,
since
not
the last time we
much.
met?
Not much. Besides, at least my parents came to the school.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, because last time we spoke about them going to meet the principal and uh, asking the principal for to intervene in this situation. So, how did that go?
They came in and they talked to the principal, who
Yeah.
talked to my teachers, and the principal did not know anything that was going on, but he said they're going to investigate the matter.
Okay. All right.
And if they find that that's what's been happening to me, there's going to be some consequences for this. There's going to be some disciplinary action taken
All right.
here on the other students.
Okay. And did you attend the meeting or not?
No, I was called to give my statement,
Okay.
but that was the best I did.
All right.
And the principal requested to talk to my parents.
Okay. And I remember the last time we spoke, you said uh, the principal, when your parents spoke to her on the phone, she sounded like she did not know what was happening. Are you telling me that the teachers did not tell your principal what was happening, even you
No,
complained to the teachers?
no, they did not. I don't think they did anything about it.
Okay,
The problem is no one is taking me serious.
all right.
Everyone thinks I'm playing up, or nobody bothers much. Even my parents don't take me serious.
Oh,
Because I was talking to my mom mainly before, and every time I talk to her, she tells me, she just brushes it off. She tells me not to worry about it, just ignore it. And then my father will be telling me, you're a strong person, just don't worry about it, mind your business, just forget about them, and you were brought up this way or that other way, and you can deal with it. So nobody understands where I'm coming from. Like, nobody knows how much I'm being hurt by this.
okay. All right, but they basically know that you don't sleep. They know that you don't enjoy going to school anymore. Does that bother them, or they just think maybe you are not wanting to go to school because you want to be at home?
No, I think my mom thinks it's age, that age, or it's a phase. She just thinks that it's going to pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But I'm hoping that the discussion with the principal has at least opened their eyes, and now they will have a different look at the situation. Um, all right, so I will follow up with them as well and find out what's happening, because you said they have another scheduled meeting again at school, or
They didn't tell me when that is going to be, but yeah, they're supposed to be going back to talk to the principal.
okay, so that's after the
If the
investigation.
principal found out anything about my allegations.
All right, that's good. Sounds good. So those are positive things happening for you. So what do you want us to talk about today?
Um, well, I just thought if you can talk to my parents and try to make them understand how serious this is,
Okay.
maybe it can help. So the next time they have to talk to the principal, they'll know that it's affecting me, and I just need their support, basically.
Okay.
I just need them to support me here.
All right. Yeah, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll make a note and I will give them a call, either today or tomorrow, and speak to them about it and explain to them how exactly you're feeling, how the whole situation is affecting you. The sleepless nights, you're having sleepless nights. You are not really enjoying life as it should be. I would stress this to them and explain to them also what long-term effect it may have on you. Um, okay, so again, the last time we spoke, you mentioned that you were thinking about leaving school completely if nothing improves. So, do you still have the same thoughts, given that your parents are taking steps to speak to the school?
Yes, because I've reported to the teachers already and they did not do anything about it. So I don't know what if anybody's going to do anything about it, or the principal too will just leave it at that. So
Okay.
if nothing changes, I think I'm better off leaving, not studying. Just I don't know. I've, I don't know what I can do, but I just don't want to be in school.
Yeah. Well, I understand how you're feeling. But the problem here is, which we can still talk about, is in New South Wales, children are expected to leave school. They will be allowed to leave school after year 10. Because after year 10, that's when you will be able to do any other course, either a certificate in TEF or in any other private college. But you are still in year 8, that means you have 2 more years to go. Um, so that may not be a bit easy because we are working at making sure things improve so that you can continue and finish school. Unless it goes to the extreme that you cannot really go to school, you cannot study anymore. Um, so that will be like a sick leave, a long-term sick leave that you can take. But in the meantime, let us not think about that. Let's think things will improve. Because now your parents are on the road. It looks like they're understanding what you're doing. So if we leave that option aside, what other option do you think? Can you think about that you can take in order to continue your school?
Study homeschooling, just
Okay.
do homeschooling.
So homeschooling, all right. So homeschooling is another good option. There are some requirements to go with that. What I will do is I will do some research on that. Speak to my friends whose kids are homeschooled, and in our next meeting we'll talk about it. But again, I need to talk to your parents as well about that so that they know what options you are exploring. Other than that, if you cannot get all the support you need to do homeschooling, what other option do you think you can have? Have you thought about relocating schools?
Yes, but what if the same things happen? Or I won't have friends. At least I've got a few friends in this one. But if I go to a new place, that means I have to start all over again, and that might be harder or very hard.
So when you started this school, how hard was it for you to be in the school? Did you have friends that you already know in that school or?
No,
Okay,
but I've been here for so many years now,
yeah,
so
yeah, I understand.
and going to a new place will mean uh, finding new friends and all that.
Okay, so the thing I can say is starting a new school is like starting anything else. Anything you start is new. There will be difficulties, there will be challenges because you have to make new friends, you have to get used to the school environment, but you are still young, you can get used to that. It's not a difficult thing. Even for us who are older, it's like starting a new job. You go to a new workplace, you have never met people there before, but you try your best to be friendly, and eventually they will welcome you, and you will fit in. So with the new school, it's similar to that. If that is going to give you relief from the bullying you're going through in this school, don't you think it's going to be better option to move to a new school than stay where you are not happy? Starting new friends where you're going to be happy than staying in the school with your old friends where you're not happy. Don't you think that is a better option?
I don't know, do I have to be in school?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. You need school these days. You need school for everything. You need to be able to learn, to read, to write, and you can write, I know, but you need to be able to get a job in order to obviously enjoy life. Not always the same, but being able to complete a certain level of education will open for you the way to other things in your life. So I think completing school is a good idea. Completing at least the 2 years of school, completing your year 10 will be a good idea. It's personally, I would think it's a preferred option. But if really things don't work for you, and with support from your parents, another option can be taken if it means you leaving school completely, and then um, that one can be discussed. So we can explore those options later. So all right, and okay. So is there anything else you want us to talk about?
The last time you told me to try and avoid the students that are bullying me.
Okay, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and I tried it, but I don't know. I don't think it will work
Why do you think that?
because we're in the same sort of environment, and we just keep bumping into each other. If say we're having some activities on, and for me to avoid them means that I shouldn't be doing those activities, and then everybody else will be there, and it makes me feel isolated. I don't socialize as much, so
Okay.
it makes me feel alone.
All right. So with if that's not working, there's other options that you can try because for a bully to be effective at doing what they're doing, um, they are waiting for you to give them what they want. It's like an exciting thing for them. If they don't get what they want out of the action, they don't get that satisfaction. So eventually they lose interest. Um, Other things that you can tell them is, say you challenge them and ask after they have said whatever they say, you ask them, are you feeling alright now? Do you feel better now after saying all those things? And see what they say. You can also just openly tell them, can you please stop it? I don't enjoy what the jokes you are saying, or I don't enjoy what you're telling me. Just so that they understand that what they're doing is not right. Um, in situations where you cannot avoid them completely. So there are cases where when they're telling you something and you get angry, that's the effect they want. They want to see that you're angry. They want to see that you're not happy. So if you're giving them that, that means you're giving them exactly what they want.
It's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just how I feel. Whatever I express to them is how I feel.
Okay. So do you ever
That's
talk?
what comes to me.
Do you talk to them when they say that? When they say anything to you?
No.
Yeah. So the other option is to try to challenge them, challenge their thinking. Um, if you cannot avoid them, let them understand that what they're doing is not right. It's wrong. That way, sometimes some of their friends may start um, dissuading them from doing whatever they're doing, and it may work. So you try next week. If you go to school, just try that and see if it works or not. If you cannot avoid them, and you come face to face with them, they start whatever they're doing. You try to challenge them and see what the reaction is, or don't give them the reaction they're looking for. If what they're looking for is to see you cry, don't cry. You try not to cry. If the action is to see you get angry, don't get angry. And if they don't get that, they will not be able to continue to bully you. Okay.
That is sounding just like my parents. That's what they tell me.
Yeah. Well, what what I mean is you don't have to go and look for them and say, okay, today I'm going to talk to you about this. Like in situations where you cannot avoid them, you try to tell them that. I know they are human beings. They will have a heart. They have a brain to understand things. So they may think about it as they will interpret it as, yeah, okay, we are doing wrong to this person, we are knowing this person. That may be something that could work. Okay. All right. So let me ask you a question. You are obviously going through a lot of bullying, and assuming that there are other problems that are happening around you and all that. So if you were to go to sleep tonight and you wake up tomorrow in the morning and magically all your problems disappear, what is the one thing that you are hoping that it disappears?
The bullying. I just want to be able to live freely with everyone.
Okay. So you want to wake up very happy, able to go to school and be welcome like you used to be, interact with students freely, and be happy with everybody.
Yes.
All right. Okay, that's good. So let's keep working on these solutions and see what we can come up with. So just to summarize, in I'm going to talk to your parents. That's first. Secondly, I'm going to explore the homeschooling options. Uh, while you also explore the relocation option, maybe moving to another school. Keep exploring that. So next week when we come, we'll talk about this and see which way is better. And also, hopefully by next week, the school would have given your parents their feedback of the investigation. Then we'll talk about that. So we'll talk about four things: the feedback from school, the homeschooling option, relocating school, and myself talking to your parents to see what the way forward is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for today. Enjoy your week, and anything that you enjoy doing, please keep doing it so that it keeps your spirit up.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you for the session.
Thank you so much.
All right.